my friends, today's 2 Minute Tuesday. Today I'm going to share a story with you. This probably happened about 10 years ago. So we had this investor friend of ours that he would do his own marketing and he would find his own properties and then he would buy them, and then we would find an investor buyer and find the hard money and we would sell them. So we partnered like that. So he calls me up one day and he says, Jack, I got this house. It's kind of a junker. I want you to come check it out and see if it's something that I should be buying. I said, okay. So we cruised down there and he'd already been by the house a couple times, and so he knew where it was. So we get there and we go to the lockbox and the lockbox doesn't work. So he can't get the code to work. So we decided I'll just go around back and see if there's something that's open. Well, sure enough, the back door was unsecured, so we went in the back way, and then we were just checking out the house and getting familiar with it and kind of estimating what it would cost to repair. I said, yeah, this is probably a pretty good deal, so go ahead and buy it. So he goes and opens escrow to buy it, and then I started doing our marketing and the things that we were doing to other investors. So I get this guy, calls me up, says, Jack, I really like that house, tell me about it. So I'm sharing all the work that it needs and that kind of thing, and he says, let's meet there. I think I want to buy it. So we get there early and we open the back door and we go open the front door and we're waiting for this guy and he never shows up. And then about 15 minutes after our appointment, he calls and says, hey, where are you guys at? We said, well, we're here. He said, no, you're not. I'm here. And I said, well, where are you at? I don't see you. And he says, well, 1241. And I'm driving a red truck. See my red truck? So we walk out front and we look over there, and sure enough, there's this red truck down the street across, about 5 houses down across the street. So we walk out to the mailbox and we're at 1214. So this whole time, this investor partner of ours is looking at the wrong house. I mean, he's got a seller that wants to sell it, but he's not looking at their house. He's looking at a different boarded up house on the same street. Addresses were transposed and he missed that little detail. So we're marketing that house and it's not even the house that he owns. So, but we got a buyer down there who's interested in buying a house we haven't even seen yet. So we're going. So we're just laughing our fool heads off. And we walk down there and we meet the guy. He's looking at us like, what are these guys doing walking here? I'm buying a house from some guys that are walking here. And the lockbox code worked perfect. So we're going inside to show this guy a house we haven't even seen. Long story short, the guy buys the house from us. And then he asked me at the very end, he says, hey, do you guys have more houses in this neighborhood? I said, oh, I think we do. So we'll call you when it's ready. That's the only time that's ever happened in the history of our business, but it's kind of a funny story, so I figured I'd share it with you. Until next Tuesday, laugh a little, learn a little, and live a little. See you guys next week.